spirituality and mental health for a better self-environment. Ever feel like you're going through the motions but something's missing? That anxiety before the big test? Or that burst of sadness that just appears out of nowhere? Well, many of us are trying to seek a more clearer path to peace. That's where mental health and spirituality connect. Think of it as a college student who is overwhelmed by deadlines and stress, who finds mindful meditation already. Just by using mindful meditation or joining a group of yoga, your focus is improved, your anxiety is lessened, and you gain purpose. That's what I want to delve into today. I want to convince you why spirituality and mental health are deeply, deeply connected. And I cannot emphasize it deeply enough. You need both. Nurturing both is an essential for a positive self-environment. Don't you want that? Don't you want to build that resilience and boost your well-being and level up from within? I know I do. Who wouldn't, right? Now, I want to explain the definition of each: self-environment, spirituality, and mental health. That way you can understand why they're connected but also different. They're their own thing, of course, but they all go hand in hand. Now, according to positivepsychology.com or positivepsychology.com, when you align your psychological well-being and self-acceptance and growth, you already gain purpose. Your self-environment is indeed your internal world. It's your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your values, your unique you. Now, spirituality, on the other hand, according to Berkeley Greater Good magazine, it defines it as a sense of connection to something bigger and greater than ourselves, or the search for life's purpose or the meaning of life. And according to the World Health Organization, also known as WHO, they define mental health as a well-being where you realize your abilities, how to cope with stress, and work productivity, or to contributing to your community. It's an emotional, psychological, and social well-being, more like. So, feeling good, functioning well, handling life's challenges, you know what I mean? And, spirituality helps you understand life's ups and downs. We all have that. Meaning that when you're going through those ups, you know that I'm going through these ups because, man, I deserve this. I worked hard for this, and, this is amazing. How can I get back? When you're going through the downs, it's more like, what can I do to get better? I know this is a challenge for a reason. You're sharpening me. This is I'm going to get through this. It's that positive self-talk. You know what I mean? Now, according to University of Minnesota, study shows that it helps people find meaning. It improves that. Just finding that meaning already improves that mental health. You know what I mean? Fostering social connection and support, that also goes in play with your mental health. Now, socializing with the right group of people, according to APA, says that it lowers your depression and anxiety. Mindful yoga with a group of people, all on the same page, you're going to feel comfortable with those people. They're going to help you build that positive self-environment within yourself because you're already having the positive environment outside with the right connections. Now, according to Johns Hopkins Medicine, they highlight meditation's benefits and how this actually helps them, like practicing your mindful meditation, praying. I cannot tell you how much praying works. Just pray, especially if you're going through the worst moments. Pray. That is the biggest practice of spirituality, aside from meditation, aside from eating healthy, aside from any of that. You got to get connected to your divine, to your higher, your greatness. You know what I mean? Spirituality is, something beyond us, something beyond this realm. Also, enhancing your self-awareness and introspection. Meaning, good mental health allows for that deep self-awareness. According to Journal of Religion and Health, psychological well-being with a deeper spiritual connection is always going to bring that out. Always. You're going to realize, I know everything's going on and I'm okay with that. I'm trusting. And I'm still going to do what I can do to make sure I keep myself busy, good intentions, focus, positivity. You know what I mean? Alchemize your life. It seems hard, but like I said before, if we can let other things control our mindset, why not us just take control of our own mindset at this point, right? For the most greater good. All right, now promoting openness to experiments, especially spiritual experiences, right? According to UC Berkeley, research indicates that if you're open to a spiritual experience, you are more likely able to have a better mental health because you're trusting into whatever the experience is going to bring for you. You're trusting that you're leveling up. You know what I mean? You're exploring new things. You're gaining new ideas. You're learning and knowing the purpose of what you're here for and how you can apply that to those around you. So, I just feel like all of it go hand in hand. It's for your well-being, for your inner, for your outer, for your mental, for you as a person. Getting on the right track to your spiritual, for your mental health, for your self-environment will only make things better. Now, you're not only increasing your resilience and coping skills, but you're combining your spiritual strength with your mental well-being. And that helps you equip through life's challenges like a breeze, man. If I haven't been a witness of it, I wish I can show you guys my life and be like, look what the stuff that I've been through. But because of the grace of God, I'm here. And I get to still spread my love and my softness, because even though sometimes things can be a little negative and wanting to eat you, if you are connected to your spirituality, to your heart, you want the best for your mindset, life is going to be smooth. It's going to be not just life, but it's going to be more of like the purpose, the connection, the emotional stability, just grounded and finding that peace and thriving, not just surviving, living. Now, ways to practice spirituality and mental health. Let's go through spirituality first. Ways that you can practice your spirituality is, of course, praying, like I said. Start with mindfulness, taking 5 minutes out of your day to just do breath work. Focus on your breathing. Focus on letting it all go. Focus on the present while you're breathing. That also leads to meditation, of course. Spend time in nature. Be grateful for the air and everything that they provide us without us even really trying. They always make way. Be grateful. Give thanks to your earth. Give thanks for all that it provides. Journal your thoughts. I love to journal. I mentioned that before. I can write for days. I love to write. I love everything to write. Like, I'm feeling scared, anxious, and I don't know why. Straight to my journal. I'm having the best day of my life. Straight to my journal. And also engaging in a creative expression. So if you want to try something different, like you want to get your hands dirty and do pottery, or you want to just engage in other things like painting, singing, all of that, All of that is so good for your spirituality. It helps you connect your community. Like, even helping your community. Seeing somebody needing help and offering them that is so big. I love to help. Now, for mental health, you need to prioritize your physical health, meaning your exercise, your diet, your sleep. All of that's so important for your mental health, whether you realize it or not. You got to get your mind cleared and balanced. Practicing stress management, like, of course, deep breathing. Why also the spirituality. See what I mean by how they're connected. Seek therapy if needed. If you feel like you can't talk about it with anybody, of course, therapy. But I always say God never judges. He'll accept you for who you are. If you're ever by yourself, tell him everything. He'll take it. The good, the bad, all of it. Build supportive relationships. People who are going to support you as much as you're going to support them. Iron sharpens iron. Build healthy boundaries, because if the last thing you want is to be building your way up to a positive, mental and spiritual health, and the last thing you need is just negativity, people, that's not working, that's not real, bringing you down. You don't need that. You don't need that. I don't think anybody needs that. I wouldn't want anybody to go through that, honestly. So yes, all of that stuff helps, So we see how your self-environment is the shape of your inner, and vice versa. And the benefits of integrating these two is beyond what life's purpose can mean. I know most of us are stuck with working, money, and all of that, but if you think about it, that doesn't mean just be lazy and let go of your job and not do anything. No, it just means that no matter what, God's gonna make a way. And you're here for a greater purpose, to do more. Before all of this, we didn't have money, and yet a greater divine made us still thrive. Birds, you don't see them working to get their food. No, of course they have to pray to get their food. You got that? You get it? I know you did. Alright, but so yes. So I really think you should honestly try to balance your spirituality and mental health, to really create your self-environment. Should really dive into it, understand it more, get into what your beliefs are, bring them to the table, see how just from you having those positive beliefs and those positive values and those positive thoughts, see how it changes the world around you. See how it affects you when those negative people do try to come into your life. You already have that healthy boundary, that you're protected and that you have purpose and that you're at ease. Highly recommend. So I hope all of you really take into consideration what I've spoke about and unlock your full potential. Cultivate a harmonious self-environment. I know you can do it. Discover your greater well-being. And, take charge of your inner world, honestly, to transform your outer world. I know you guys can do it. I believe you. Just like you should believe yourself. And believe God. Spirituality. Believe in that higher being. There's something greater for you. There's something beyond that. Thank you.